Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. To have a very special guest with us today, she is the founder of High Saddity Co, a handbag brand. Please welcome Josalyn. Hello, Josalyn, and welcome.
Hi,
Hello, hello, hello. How have you been?
I have been well.
That's great. Good to hear. So I want to go ahead and get started by asking where you're originally from and tell us about your upbringing.
Okay, I am from Rayville, Louisiana, a small town northeast of Louisiana. I didn't have like a rough upbringing, but it wasn't perfect either. I
Mm-hmm.
lost my mom at 5 years old, and then
Mm-hmm.
my two grandmothers that I lived with within a 10-year span passed away. So pretty rough as far as losing people.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not let that stop me. So my childhood was it was pretty good. I still have people to step in and fill, at least try to fill the void of losing, loved ones.
I want to get into as far as with fashion. Like, what has been like your earliest memories concerning fashion?
I wouldn't say I don't know. Like I just always been so sassy and just always been into making everything a fashion show. No matter like if I used to go stay at my grandma's for the summertime, and
Mm-hmm.
I would always just a quick run to the store, like let me get dressed, let me fix this, let me grab a purse, like let me
Right.
just get myself together. So I've always enjoyed just getting cute and stepping outside. So it's kind of like a something that just been in me for since I was a kid.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I want to get into as far as just with accessory design. So, are you self-taught as far as accessory design, or did you take any classes? Like, what's that like?
I did not take any classes. I am self-taught.
Hmm.
But I am not against that. Like I'm not limited to taking classes at all. Like I just
Hmm.
had an idea and I ran with it. So I'm
Hmm.
all self-taught.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So, you attended Louisiana State University. So, tell us about that experience going to that university.
Louisiana Tech is a great college. I'm still in school. I have not graduated yet.
Hmm.
When my business took off from TikTok in 2021, no, in 2022, I started focusing more on that because of course college is expensive. So that was
Hmm.
my main income as far as my business. Like school wasn't making me any money, but it was still essential to like where I'm trying to go in my
Hmm.
journey. So Louisiana Tech was a great school. The staff is great. I
Hmm.
really enjoyed attending there. Everyone's so welcoming. I'm a junior in college, and I'm taking online classes, so they're pretty
Hmm.
flexible. The professors, everyone there is welcoming, nice, and
Hmm.
everyone's willing to help.
So, what are you majoring in as far as Louisiana Tech?
I'm majoring in accounting, and I
Mhm.
know that accounting would be a good move for my business. Like they both will work hand in hand. So
Right.
I'm focusing mainly on my business, but I
Hmm.
want that degree behind my name definitely to
Hmm.
advance my skills and things. So yeah.
Absolutely, most definitely. So you have your own handbag and clothing business called High Saddity Co. I want to get into that more so. Tell us about how this online fashion boutique came to be.
Okay, so I started out selling eyelash extensions, and this was after having my daughter. I was
Mhm.
working at Sonic Drive-In, and I
Mhm.
would use my tip money to invest into my eyelash business. So I think I purchased around like 10 pair of eyelashes, and I sold out of those in less than an hour. So I was like, okay, this is the thing now. Mind you, I've always wanted to be a boutique owner. Like I used to tell my grandmother all the time, like I'm going to own a boutique. Like I'm going, no matter what I
Right,
do,
right.
I'm going to do that.
Mhm.
I used to get my tips. I got the lashes, they sold out, and so I
Mhm.
just repeated the process. So I had a talk with my dad, and he was like, "You love dressing up and you love, getting cute, you're not giving your customers the full experience." And it took me a
Mhm.
minute to like let that sink in. And I'm like, I'm good with just lashes. Like I don't. But then once I realized, it's like no, you have to offer the full experience. So I started
Right.
with clothes, and I kind of got bored with the clothes because it's
Mhm.
like I'm more so focused on myself, but being in a small town, competition grows. So you always want to be able to stand out from your
Right.
audience, I mean, from your competitors. So my way of
Absolutely.
standing out was finding a passion in something else, but making that align with my clothing boutique. And that brought on handbags. Now, I did not think that my handbags were going to just skyrocket and start selling like crazy, but I did. I've always had a passion for that. So that just tied in with the clothing, and that brought me here.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I think this is something that me and you can relate to. Is the whole thing, with having a father figure,
Hmm.
in your life and things of that nature that really pushes you to extend
Right, right.
beyond, having
Yes.
this one thing, do
Hmm.
multiple things, don't limit yourself.
Right.
That's thing my dad was telling me,
Yes.
you
Yes.
could do, not just doing nail art, you could do a podcast. So I got in the podcast and I'm starting to have a joy of it now.
And
You
that's
know,
great. That's great. Yes, dads are definitely superheroes.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So that's really, really, really cool to have a father figure to really like push you to like say, hey, you can extend to these other avenues,
Right. Hmm.
and especially like being black, like you have to work a lot harder than
You
your
have to work
counterparts.
10 times harder than others. Yes.
Yeah, so that's another thing that's also considerate too. I
Right.
want to also get into as far as with sewing machines. Like, what are like some of like your favorite sewing machines as far as creating your handbags?
Well, with my handbags, I have a manufacturer. I
Okay.
don't create them by hand or anything.
Hmm.
I kind of hand draw, and I
Okay.
send that over to my manufacturer. Like, hey, this is what I want. These are the details of the bag that I want to
Right.
them to have. Engrave this
Hmm.
here to let them know that this is High Saddity. Engrave that there. I want gold hardware. Like I kind of just tell them what I want
Hmm.
and what I need from them, and they send me
Right.
samples. If I don't like it, we kind of go through the process. Um,
Hmm.
and I never really consider making my own because I like now, especially because that would be tedious.
Right.
As
Hmm.
far as the
Understandable.
demand for them right now, it will kind of be tedious, and I wouldn't be able to reach my shipping time frames because I try to
Right.
make sure that I'm on fast shipping for my customers. Like once they purchase, I'm shipping within 2 to 3 days to make sure
Right.
that they are satisfied because I'm a customer myself, so I know that as soon as I
Mhm.
hit the checkout button, I'm ready for it to be at my doorstep. So
Right.
I
Mhm.
try to treat my customers the way that I want to be treated when I'm shopping with someone or when I'm supporting another business. So that's
Mhm.
kind of where I'm at with that. So I do have a
Mhm.
manufacturer, and that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what's like your process as far as like coming up with like collection? Do you do collections or do you do like individual like colors? Like, what's the whole process as far as that?
Right now I only have two designs, so I kind of just swap back and forth. So the crossbody design is I don't plan on restocking that at the moment until
Hmm.
I grow, because they do sell, but they don't sell at a rate like the tote
Hmm.
sell. So I'm focused more on the tote bags, but
Right.
and the large ones at that. Like the mini ones, they did really good. But the large totes, they did a lot better, and I had more traffic for those, especially the black and the tan. Like they go
Right.
crazy on the black and the tan bags. So I've just been
Mhm.
trying to stick with the big totes and doing different colors based off of the seasons. And I try to drop at least two collections a year. So
Mhm.
I haven't dropped anything this year, but I will probably for the spring, and the spring will
Mhm.
tie in with the summer collection. Like I'll just probably do like a different shoot or something if those don't all sell, and then fall and
Mhm.
winter kind of go all in all.
I want to also get into as far as with fashion business, like, as far as tips. So, for those who want to start their own fashion business, fashion boutique, and things of that nature, what are some of the key things, the critical things for one to understand when starting a fashion business?
First, I would say stay true to yourself and what you have a passion for, because it's easy to tie into like how fast the money's coming in or what will sell. you have to stay true to yourself, because and stay true to what you know, because when it comes to things like that, you have to be able to educate your customers, people that are interested in buying. You have to be able to tell them, like, I can't just go and take a bag from another company and tell them, hey, there's engravings in the bottom, there's a warranty on this bag, there's this and that. You have to know your brand, and you have to really have a passion for it, because once you don't once you lose that passion, or, well, I wouldn't say lose it, but once you just get in it for the money, it's not really going to work out in your favor, because you'll kind of be dishing out just anything to your customers, and you have to take pride in everything that you sell and treat
Mm-hmm.
every order like it's your last.
Mm-hmm.
So just stay true to yourself, and I always stay different. I always remain unique and stand
Right.
out from your competitors. Never do the
Absolutely.
same thing. It is good to watch your competitors to see, like, where you are, but don't compare yourself to the point to where you have to duplicate anyone. You always want to be yourself and stay unique.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that wholeheartedly. So I want to get into as far as this question. So fashion is such an important part in people's lives for self-expression, even in my life as well. I love, dressing up in hats and styling myself with different outfits. I've learned
Right.
fashion style
I
from my
love the
dad.
hat.
Yeah, thank you. I love the styling my different outfits. We live in an era also of like social media sensationalism, and fast fashion has been popular. The problem with fast fashion is that it has impacted the environment. It has caused
Mhm.
pollution, and overflow of landfills. And what's happening now is people are starting to get into thrifting, supporting small boutiques, and also renting fashion, things of that nature. So, in your perspective, why is it important for small boutiques who are about the craftsmanship of their fashion designs and fashion accessories to really be supported more than fast fashion brands?
I think that supporting small businesses based off craftsmanship is important. They Because we prioritize quality, and we don't
Mhm.
produce as much of
Right.
that. So that reduces the environmental impact. And I just think, me personally, I feel
Mhm.
like we focus more on pleasing our customers than making a dollar. I mean, you have some small businesses that will just throw out anything, but it's very rare to see a small, especially black business, um,
Mhm.
not practice quality, not practice experiences. Like, we're all about giving our customer an experience, because you want to retain those customers. You want all your
Right.
customers to return back to you. So I feel like if you want an experience, high quality, and anything just worth
Right.
spending a dollar on, I feel like small businesses is where you should spend your money, and especially in this environment, being that it's so many. I mean, I just don't think you're getting your money's worth when you're spending on something, especially something that everybody has. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely not worth it. So I small business is definitely the way to go. And even the businesses that aren't so small, like the ones that are drastically growing, I still feel like we're still providing experiences to our customers and keeping in contact even after the purchases.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because the thing is, I think with the fashion industry, it's lacking in exclusivity as far as, like with fashion garments, accessories, and things of that nature.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that there are some brands, I'm sure, definitely that are sticking with the exclusivity aspect, because it's like I have this, you don't. And and it's definitely like how you said before, is to maintain the uniqueness and maintain, hey, let's maintain, having unique products, having a unique, stance as far as our perspective with collections and things of that nature.
Right,
When you look at designers like Alexander McQueen and Terry Mugler, like these are designers who were ahead of their time as far as creativity. But I like also it was the exclusivity, because it was something that was out the box that people liked,
right,
and especially like with Lady Gaga, for example, she wore, Alexander McQueen's like Armadillo Hills, and
right.
and that was something that was really cool and unique. So, when people like things that are cool and unique, people gravitate towards it and will want it.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely always towards being different. Like, I never want to wear, I mean, I don't I mean, somebody always gonna have it. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't shop one-of-one collections, but it's definitely. I feel like once people realize anybody can get their hands on it, they no longer want it. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
kind of like
Hmm.
I mean, it's not that they don't want it, because social media definitely influenced a lot of us nowadays. So it's kind of like
Hmm.
if one person love it, everybody loves it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
once all the hype dies down, nobody wants it because it's so available. Like if I decrease the pricing on my totes to like $25, the demand for them would be crazy, because it's so. I mean, $150 for a tote is pretty steep, no matter what
Hmm.
market, no matter who's in the market. I know there's Chanel bags for $5,000 and Louis Vuitton for $2,000 and $3,000, but
Hmm.
for me being a black brand, $150 is still steep. So
Right.
if I was to decrease, that means I would be decreasing the value of my brand as well, because you know your worth first. So
Definitely. Hmm.
remaining
Absolutely.
unique and standing out as when it comes to price and craftsmanship, all of that is very important when starting a business, any business, not just like fashion, any business. It's important for you to know your worth the first time, because people will treat you how you treat yourself. So that's
Absolutely.
very important.
Absolutely. Now, if you had a top three list of your favorite designers, who would they be and why?
I was dreading this question because I don't have any. Like, I'm a Pinterest girl. Like, ever since I was younger, like, I've always just been on Pinterest. I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
that's nice. Like, let's
Right.
recreate that, or let's do this. But um, I enjoy watching Rihanna
Hmm.
like dress. Like, I love her fashion sense. Like, it's just so. And now, like, sometimes she do like the little baggy looks and stuff. Like, I
Hmm.
love that. Chanel, I am highly inspired by Chanel's
Hmm.
entire their whole thing that they have going on, like all of their campaigns. Like, I'm in love with them. The background of them, like, I just love everything about them. I have been researching Louis Vuitton as well, and I enjoy reading about them, but I don't necessarily have any favorites. I'm kind of just inspired by my own journey and my own passions. As far as anything that I do, I kind of don't read up on things until I'm doing it myself. So I never really
Hmm.
just look at the background of anything, really.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. So, out of all your handbags, what would you say is your favorite handbag that you've made and enjoyed wearing?
The black High Saddity tote with the red interior, like, it's right here with me now. Like, I love this bag. Like, this is my favorite
Ooh,
one, and it's like red interior. Like, it's
that's nice.
beautiful. I keep that one with me. That one and my tan one,
Hmm.
definitely. This one is top two, and it's not number two. I promise. Like, I love that bag. Like, that's the one, and it's always sold out. Like, and that's why I can't. This is the one that I like to promote the most. I mean, I don't really
Hmm.
have favorite. I promote them all the same, because once you promote one and one goes big, they'll all sell. But
Yeah.
can't really keep my focus on the black bag, because it's always sold out, and they get upset with me when I post them and they're not available.
And that's really, really cool. I like that bag because I like how it's red on the inside. It kind of
Mhm.
reminds me of like red bottoms in a way.
Yeah.
And the thing is also too, that's kind of reminds me like as far as like the selling out of your handbags, it kind of reminds me of like Brandon Blackwood. When Brandon Blackwood had the anti-systemic racism bag, with that in the wake of what happened with George Floyd and Black Lives
Mhm.
Matter, that handbag set his brand on the map. You
Oh
know,
wow! I'm gonna have to read on that too, because I've been seeing Brandon Blackwood like on TikTok and things when I'm strolling, and I've
mhm.
been meaning to look on his journey and see, because I really like his bag designs.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I love like his trunk designs. He released a metal
Mhm.
trunk as well.
Oh,
But I
did
like,
he?
yeah, I like that also too. He's putting out like different, doing custom design clothing and doing like custom like I love like the fur coats that he had out, which is really really
Okay,
cool.
I'm gonna have to check him out, because I definitely saw him on some TikToks where people were doing unboxings and stuff. And I found out that he was black owned, and I said I wanted to check in on him.
Yeah, his stuff is really, really cool. I want to get into as far as fashion style. Like, if you had to describe your fashion style, how would you describe
Chill but chic. Like
it?
I'm a sweatsuit with a tote girl. Like now that I don't really go as much, like I work from home, I
Hmm.
don't really like treat stuff like a fashion show anymore. Like my
Hmm.
bag says it all for me nowadays. Like
Right.
my bag is the statement piece and that's it. Like I just
Hmm.
less is more sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, less is more.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Now, I want to also get into as far as how have you been able to balance being a business owner with mental health?
That is challenging, especially being a mom and going to school. I kind of started planning out everything that I do, and
Mhm.
that's been a big help because instead of spontaneously doing things, I kind of just, hey, it's okay to not be able to complete everything on your list today.
Right.
Like, it's okay to take
Mhm.
a break. It's okay to clean one room of the house. It's okay for your business area to be messy. You know, it's okay for crumbs to be on the floor. Like, it's okay. That's just
Right.
what I have to tell myself on a daily in order to get through and still show up for my children, my business, and most importantly, for myself.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely, definitely, most definitely. Now, if you had one valuable piece of advice for up and coming, people want to start their own boutiques and or business people, what would it be?
Stay true to yourself and know your worth the first time. If you know that you have $1 million product on your hands, stand on that. Your
Right.
price is your price. The customers will come.
Hmm.
Whatever it is that you want to do, stand 10 toes down about your product and about your
Hmm.
business. And I'm telling you, the clientele is going to follow you.
Hmm.
And don't
Absolutely.
sell your customer short. Like, always be there for your customers. Don't just after the purchases, don't stop. Like, constantly keep in contact, set up those emails, set up those text messages, check on them, ask for reviews. You
Right.
want you want retaining customers. You don't want one-time customers because businesses work out word of mouth. No matter how powerful social media is, I'm more influenced by a family member coming to tell me, "Hey, I just bought this purse from her, and it's great quality," over someone on the internet because the internet is controlled by money. So I could
Hmm.
easily pay someone to say, "Oh, this is a great bag, and you should go buy this," and it blows up,
Hmm.
and then I get it, and it's something totally different. So stay true
Right.
to yourself, stay true to your brand and treat every customer with the same treatment that you'd want to be treated with at all times.
Absolutely, most definitely. Now, where do you see High Saddity Co in the next 5 years from now?
I see High Saddity being $1 million brand
Hmm.
with multiple collections. With I just it's just big. I just see us being big. Like I don't see like a storefront or anything, but I do see us being a I want to be. I don't want to limit myself to handbags, but I'm solely focused on that right now because that's like in demand. So I just see us being in stores,
Hmm.
just flourishing.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Last but not least, where can people find High Saddity Co on social media? And how can people purchase your handbags and things of that nature?
You can purchase my handbags at highsadity.com. That is HIGHSADDITY.com. You can follow us on Instagram at High Saddity Co underscore, and that's the same for TikTok. We are on Facebook, High Saddity Co. Um, and yeah,
Thank you so much for jumping onto the show. I love what you're doing. I love what you stand for. The handbags are really, really cool. I love the black with the red inside, which is really, really amazing. So I really enjoyed our conversation, and just wish you all the best of luck.
thank you so much. I enjoyed talking to you as well, and I wish you success with your podcast. I enjoy being a guest on here today.
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bells for notifications. Also, follow me on social media platforms and be on the lookout for more interviews involving fashion, style, and fashion history. Take care and stay stylish. Bye-bye.